Thank you. My question is one that I would like all of you to take to heart and answer when it's your turn to be up. And this is one Kristen hasn't heard of. Either EPA, DEQ, DNRE, these are all departments within our government, and they bounce right down to Michigan. We're all here aware of the Alba well and the repercussions from that well. We worked our brains out and we took CMS to task, and so far we've kept it away. But we have to stand on it every month for it to happen. How, when you get to Lansing, whoever you are, how are you going to finally take hold of some of the departments that think they don't have to have open hearings, don't have to publish, they are beyond the call of anybody's reckoning? How are you going to help put it back and make them understand they are not the boss?
It comes back to a smaller government and shrinking the size of these agencies and making them accountable to our elected officials and to the citizens. More efficient, if you will. In that, and also it comes back to the citizens being involved with their elected officials and keeping the elected officials involved and informed. It also requires responsibility from your next representative to be out with the citizens, paying attention. I don't believe in accordance with the Alba well that we should take one problem from one area and move it to another, and then we have two problems. That's a bad idea. We need to deal with it at its source. And I was against the Alba well. Yeah, you're welcome. My time is up. Again, I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. My website, KristenCole.com. I appreciate your vote on this too. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen Cole. Next in line is the Democratic candidate for the 105th State House seat. Let me introduce Greg Dean to you. Greg, just a moment, like grab the mic there. Appreciate it muchly. Greg, make sure it's turned on there, and away you go. And take about 3 minutes as the others introduce yourself to us, and let's get to know you.
Well, I'd like to start off by thanking everybody here. We've got a great crowd. I mean, you folks are pretty interested in our community, and this is a very positive thing. I've been to a number of candidate forums, and the turnout has not matched this. So I thank you all for showing up. Thank you, Greg. Straighten out a little thing with Greg. Greg's an honest, honorable man. We had a little tiff there with WMKT, but I think we've got that all straightened out. But anyways, I'm the Democratic candidate for the 105th. My name's Greg Dean. I've been self-employed for most of the past 20 years here in northern Michigan. I'm a small business owner. I know what most of you folks are facing. We're in business for yourself. The obstacles that the government puts up can be quite a hurdle. I've shuttered doors to a stone mill I own, based largely upon the tax structure here in Michigan. I still push forward though. I work every day. My background, I spent some time in the power generation industry, mainly in renewable energy resources. I just returned from Alaska, where my wife took a teaching position, and I did some contract work there. My wife's been a teacher for the past 5 years, unable to get a job here in Michigan. It's a very depressing situation. We've been to Florida and Alaska just so she could get experience. I'm hoping that together, in a nonpartisan way, we can bring this state around. I haven't always been a great Democrat, and I'm probably no better Republican. I'm pretty middle of the road. I come from a common sense background. I try to use logic, and I stand upon my principles. I'm open to all suggestions, whether they're Republican or Democrat. As long as they're sound ideas for Michigan, I'll be for them.
Thanks, Greg Dean. As far as the opening, we appreciate it. I'm going to ask one question here from the card, and then I've got you next because we ran out of time from the last time. Have you in the white shirt right there? Yes, ma'am. So be ready. You'll be asking the next question here in just a second. But first off, to get some of the written questions, what would be